Ignition sequence starts. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
Hey everybody, this is the Digital Asset Investor. I wanted to show you, this is a tweet from Anthony Pompliano. He runs Morgan Creek Capital, and they have several different digital asset funds. But he put in out this tweet today. Met with a large university chief investment officer yesterday. Told her 100% of her portfolio will be digital assets in the future. Every stock, bond, currency, commodity will be digitized. She didn't blink. She knew it was true. This is inevitable. Just a matter of time. And that's one of the things I keep saying on this channel, is that XRP, you're going to have two categories really of digital asset, two major categories. One is going to be all the previous asset classes that are being tokenized. But the beautiful thing for those of us that were here early is that XRP and the other digital assets that come out as the top 10 or 15, the ones that rise to the top, they're going to be paired with all of those tokenized assets in this new world we're entering. And that's what's so huge. And even these endowments are starting to figure this out. They know it. They know what's coming. Okay, next. This is from, and the old computer's been slowing down a little bit today. This is from Stephen Diep. He says, it's happening now. Rational FX UK. We've partnered with Ripple to make your money transfers faster, easier, and more secure. Join the thousands of clients already using Rational FX to manage their international money transfers. That's all I'm going to go through with that. But I just wanted you to understand, all around us, adoption of Ripple and XRP is happening. Everything is just like Pompliano said. It's just a matter of time. That's all it is a matter of time. This thing's going down. Okay, next. This is from Renewable Guy at REN3W4BL Guy. And he gives this. And somebody's about to ring my doorbell, but it's okay. Okay, he sent me this. Now, those of you that don't know, BitTorrent is what Tron, Justin Sun from Tron, bought BitTorrent. And then once he bought BitTorrent, they created the BTT token, and that is on the Tron network. And so everyone who owns Tron received BTT. Well, BTT is what's going to be used on the BitTorrent network. Well, what is BitTorrent? This article, as you can see, it says, could BitTorrent be the most important development since the printing press? Well, what they're talking about, and you should go read this article, it's on Medium. And what they're talking about, and a lot of you don't like Tron, and that's fine, but I believe Tron is going to be one of the winners worldwide in this digital asset race. But if you go in this article, what they're talking about is a decentralized platform, is how that could change the whole game. With the YouTubes and some of the others out there, all of a sudden you would have a platform that's decentralized with a new way for the creators to earn money, and have actually earn money as people are streaming their videos or whatever. But they're talking about how this could change the world. But for me, this Tron, the reason I like that Tron's one of my holdings is that they are working on something that's an actual use case, and you can't say that for many digital assets, but it is one of them. And so you ought to go check this out. All right, next, I wanted to show you this. This is from Brian Melancholy XRP at Mike Honcho _11 sent me this. Now, I've seen this before, but I have a lot of new people that are watching this channel, and so I wanted to bring this to your attention. If you've never watched this, you need to go watch it today. This is CRIPTO Online. That's a channel where they've uploaded this, The Great Crypto Conspiracy. This was a segment where this guy's from the, I think it's called the Palm Beach Research Report or something to that effect. and he was on the Glenn Beck show. And Glenn Beck they did about a 30 or 40-minute show where this guy outlines and shows for you the parallels between what has gone on in markets in the past, like in .com, versus what we're dealing with now. He even draws out a timeline showing you what all of the big boys in finance were saying while they were investing in crypto behind the scenes. He shows you all of this. This is a big eye-opener for those of you that have not seen this. You need to watch it because it really will complete the picture because every day, if you're invested in crypto, you're going to read all kinds of articles that are going to scare you, that are designed to scare you. You're going to see it left and right. I've been in this since 2013, and I can tell you, and I'm about to show you that this whole game, it's almost like there's a game going on, and your job, the way you play this game, if you're smart, is to just block out all the noise, because there's a lot of noise, and it's all being thrown out there for intentionally to scare you away from this opportunity. So go watch this now. The next thing I'm going to go through with you, like I said, I've been in this since 2013. And the theme of everything I've heard over the last, say, 2018 and into this year, all I've heard, and I touched on it in my last video, all I've heard is, oh, we have regulatory uncertainty for XRP and nothing's going to happen until then. And that is a bunch of freaking bull. And I'm going to show you why it's such bull. We've had regulatory uncertainty since when I was in it in 2013. You hadn't even seen regulatory uncertainty unless you were there back then. Regulatory uncertainty has been with Bitcoin and XRP and all digital assets from the very beginning. These people, I mean, we were considered just this side of being a terrorist or a money launderer or this or that back then. And every day you woke up holding your investment, wondering if today was the day that the United States would ban the cryptocurrency or ban XRP. That was the environment. In fact, Bob Way, who is the guy who worked at Ripple, he literally joked that the people that worked at Ripple did not know back then if today was the day that their doors would be broken down with an FBI raid and all of them sent to prison. That's the environment we were in. The environment that you as an investor today are in is nothing. You have no uncertainty as compared to where we were back then. And what happened even with that terrible uncertainty that we had back then? Well, Ripple is thousands, and Bitcoin, thousands of percent higher than they were back then when we had real scary uncertainty. We thought it was almost like we were criminals just for the idea that we were going to go buy Bitcoin or XRP. That's what it was like. And I'm going to show you some of the things that happened that you may not know of. Here's one. FinCEN finds Ripple this is from 2015. Now this is more recent, but back in 2013 and before that, it was even scarier. FinCEN finds Ripple Labs Inc. The first civil enforcement action against a virtual currency exchanger. $700,000 they fined Ripple. Okay, and I think I want to say that they had to get a money license or something to that effect. That's not the point. I just want to make the point that we were seeing this type of thing left and right from 2013 all the way to 2015. This was the type of thing. And so those of us that were out there that were buying the stuff, we didn't even know for sure that we wouldn't get in trouble for owning it. But then look at this. This was from 2015 before the one I just showed you. It says FinCEN, Financial Crimes Enforcement Network, has levied its first fine on virtual currency exchange. This is about what I just showed you. Ripple Labs, which distributes and exchanges its own cryptocurrency XRP, is being fined $700,000 by FinCEN as a division of the Treasury Department for acting as a money services business and selling its virtual currency without registering FinCEN. Now, that $700,000, I've often wondered, folks, if that $700,000 got a lot of people off of Ripple and XRP's back that are still off of Ripple's back to this day. Now, There's no way I could know that, but I'm just saying, I've often wondered that. But let's go back to 2000 and let's see when this was. 2014, okay? Senator calls for Bitcoin ban in a letter to financial regulators. Now, back then, I was holding virtual currencies and digital assets. I didn't know if tomorrow I was going to wake up and have to go tell my wife. You want to talk about uncertainty? That's uncertainty. I was going to have to tell my wife, oh, sorry, I just put your money in this and they just declared it illegal today. And so we're out of business. No, I did think that this might be something that would be a game changer for our family financially, but I was wrong and it's illegal. And I hope I don't get in trouble. That's what it felt like back then. That is regulatory uncertainty, folks, not what we're dealing with today, not the talk today. Then there's this. Let's look at this. This is from Wired back in 2011. Okay, the rise and fall of Bitcoin. Who could have known back then that Bitcoin rose and fell? Now, keep in mind, back during that time, I believe, don't quote me, but in 2011, I think Bitcoin may have been somewhere in the $10 to $50 range. And this person, I wonder if Benjamin Wallace still has a job. The rise and fall of Bitcoin. He wrote an entire article about it for Wired magazine. And then there's this. Can Bitcoin survive? Is it legal? Ooh. This is from 2011. This is the kind of things that were going on. Is it legal? And so anybody who owns it is sitting there thinking, well, am I doing something wrong? I mean, I can literally remember having these conversations with my father. I mean, I don't know. Are we doing something wrong by owning this? I don't know, but it just seems like an extreme opportunity. I can remember having that conversation. That was in 2013. This is in 2011. Can Bitcoin survive? Is it legal? So if you owned it back then, imagine what your friends and family were saying to you if you owned it back then. I mean, and then there's this. 2013. This is when I got in the game, and this is the type thing you were hearing. Let's talk. We keep hearing about regulatory uncertainty. I keep hearing people say, oh, well, XRP and Ripple and Bitcoin, nothing's going to really happen without regulatory certainty. Bull crap, folks. Bull crap. 2013, do you know what XRP and Bitcoin have done? And they both had regulatory uncertainty, and they've had it ever since then. Until I think the SEC just gave an indication that maybe Bitcoin was not a security in 2018. And from this time, 2013, I was there. It was somewhere, as I recall, in the $100 to $200 range. And watch, I'll show you about uncertainty. 4 reasons you shouldn't buy Bitcoins. 1, losses. Okay, they were, oh, it's so scary and risky. Okay, 2, regulation. This entire thing is about regulatory certainty. And down here, it says, completely shuttering Bitcoin, in other words, making it illegal, would be a challenge, but determined federal regulators could at least push it underground. That would greatly diminish its value for legitimate commerce, and so the currency's value would likely plunge the day the feds announced new regulatory restrictions. That, my friends, was the type of regulatory certainty we were under at the time. We didn't know if it was going to be declared illegal. That's what it felt like every day. And I want to finish by showing you this guy. I love showing this kind of stuff. This is from 2011. Greg Schoen, poor guy. I wish I had kept my 1,700 Bitcoin at 6 cents instead of selling them at 30 cents now that they're $8. Hashtag Bitcoin. I'm the digital asset investor. I'm not an investment advisor. This is for entertainment purposes only. Please subscribe. Hit the like button and tell your friends and family that poor Greg Schoen is out a lot of money. Thank you for listening.